Morning, Belen. I'm Leo Abate.
And I'm Stephen Kayes, and welcome to this edition for WBLN for today, February 22nd, 2017. This week, Belen gears up for its annual tombola. With all the construction on campus, we expect to see some changes. With more, here is Stefano Pinto.
It's still quiet, and the lights and the rides are still dormant. But come this Friday night, and everything will spring to life, opening Belen's annual tombola. Tombola has been around for 98 years. It started in Cuba in 1919, and since then, it's been a tradition in its location in Miami. Over the past years in Miami, tombola has spread out through the campus. However, this year's tombola won't be held in its normal spot. Instead, rides and booths are spread out even more throughout the campus, and rides are now in the parking lot rather than its tradition of being on the tennis court and basketball courts.
Well, this year is going to be a lot better because we have a lot more space to work with. Even though we've had the limitations with the construction, it's actually turned out to be to our favor. There will be no dust. There's going to be more rides. We have a few more events, new events like the Go Pig or Go Home, which we've never had before. And the fact that it's on 127th Avenue, it's more visible to the traffic coming by and the people, and I think the kids will get more excited about all the bigger rides that we have because of the space. So we're actually really excited, and we think this is going to be the best tombola ever.
This year's projected sales are $500,000, and all of it goes to scholarship funding for kids in need of financial aid.
This year's tombola is going to work out a little bit more smoothly, we believe. May even be the most successful tombola we've ever had because everything, all the rides and all the booths are going to be concentrated in the parking lot, which is just north of Gate 2, which is near the Ignatian Center and the gym. So all of the rides and most of the booths will be in that section. There will also be a lot of activities available in the gym. So it should be a fun weekend. Everything's going to be visible from 127th Avenue, and we encourage everybody to come out, have a great time, and enjoy the great food and the rides and the entertainment that we're going to offer.
Reporting for WBLN, I'm Stefano Pinto.
Thank you, Stefano. Belen has sent many students to great colleges and universities, but this year, one senior will enter the US Naval Academy, the first in over 15 years. Christian Martinez reports.
Belen is known for sending its graduates to the most prestigious schools throughout the country. But come this June, our very own Alejandro Carriazo will be enrolling in one of the most academically and physically competitive schools in the nation, the United States Naval Academy.
I didn't think a military career would best suit me, but one of my teachers, Mr. Collins, spoke to me, and he urged me to go to the summer seminar. And once I went over there and I learned what the military academy actually had to offer, I fell in love with the idea. A job right after college, awesome education, Division I athletics, you don't have to pay for college, a huge network of alumni. I saw myself fitting very well into the academy, and my discipline and background in swimming, leadership in the academy presented the best environment for me to get an education and have a job afterwards.
The United States Navy was born during the American Revolution when the need for a naval force to match the Royal Navy became clear. In 1850, the Naval School became the United States Naval Academy. A new curriculum went into effect requiring midshipmen to study at the academy for 4 years and to train aboard ships each summer. The last Belen graduate that got accepted into the Naval Academy was Giancarlo Bertagna, class of 2001.
Junior year here at Belen. Actually, I was in here in the library. I went to the library. There's a book on the Naval Academy. And I checked out the book. I read it completely, kind of fell in love with the idea of going to the Naval Academy, and then decided to apply. Even though I applied a little bit late, but I applied regardless. So,
Plebe Summer is a summer training program which is required of all incoming freshmen. The program lasts 6 weeks and consists of rigorous physical and mental training.
Plebe Summer typically hasn't changed much. Changes a little bit every year, but it's about 6 weeks long. Starts somewhere mid-July, ends August, where it's the Naval Academy's version of boot camp for incoming students, midshipmen. So you're kind of removed from everything you know. At the time, we didn't have cell phones, so things have changed a little bit now. But I'm pretty sure when you show up, they take away your cell phone. You're kind of disconnected from the world, so to speak. And it's just 6 weeks of breaking you down mentally and physically in order to mold you into what a midshipman should be. I would say the academy is different because it's a microcosm of the Navy. It's not really the Navy per se, in the sense that what you do at the Naval Academy, you're not necessarily going to be doing it in the fleet. So the Naval Academy is a school, it's a university, with a military touch to it, in a sense, right? So you still have to, you wear a uniform every day, you go to class, you still have your military functions to complete, but then when you get to the fleet, you're in the fleet. You graduate from the academy, you're an officer, and you immediately get put, depending on what you choose, you immediately you get tested, right? Put your hand to the fire. You have to the fleet, you're doing your job, but overall it's probably the best decision I've ever made, hands down, best decision.
If you are interested in the Naval Academy or even just thinking about going to college, please visit the College Counseling Office. The Supreme Court takes up a case of a 15-year-old Mexican national shot to death by a U.S. Border Patrol agent in 2010. The family of Sergio Hernandez is seeking to sue the Border Patrol agent for their son's death, arguing the agent violated the teen's constitutional right. The cell phone video captured of the shooting. His family says Hernandez, who was unarmed, was playing with friends near the border when he was shot by the agent who was standing on U.S. soil. But the U.S. government maintains the shooting occurred while smugglers were trying to illegally cross borders and throwing rocks at the agent. Justices will consider whether the courts can be brought or whether the agent is entitled to immunity for shooting. Tuesday's case is the first under the Trump administration, and it comes in growing debate over Trump's policies on immigration, as well as his call for a wall on the U.S.-Mexico border. The Mexican government has signed a brief in support of Hernandez in the case.
President Trump could unveil a revised executive order on immigration sometime this week. Trump's original order, issued during the first week of his presidency, barred citizens of 7 Muslim-majority countries from entering the U.S. for 90 days. It also barred all refugees from the U.S. for 120 days. That order was blocked by a federal appeals court. So how will a revised order differ from the previous one? Well, sources tell CNN the new order will clarify a point that caused confusion the first time around, that the order will not impact green card holders. The White House would not comment on details of a possible revised order, only saying that it will announce when it's ready.
The bodies of at least 74 people suspected to be migrants washed ashore on the Libyan coast. A torn rubber boat was found nearby in the incident. The boats generally carry about 120 people. A local staff member of the International Organization of Migration reported that traffickers came and removed the engine from the boat and left the craft adrift. Local authorities took the bodies to a cemetery in Tripoli that handles unidentified remains.
Now stay tuned for weather and sports right after these messages.
Good morning, guys, or should I say bad morning in terms of weather. As you can clearly see here, the rain is just going to storm all day, and let me tell you, it's coming from the west side. And let's just go to the forecast. Well, today it's going to be temperatures high of 74, low of 63, humidity 66%. You got winds coming from the south-southeast at 8 miles per hour. And once again, we told you the precipitation is high, 87% chance of rain. Just make sure you aren't doing anything today. Let's go to the 3-day forecast. The next 3 days, you have Thursday, again, a pretty decent chance of rain, 30% chance. You got high of 79 and low of 65. Friday and Saturday, guys, tombola. Weekend, It looks really nice. 10% chance of rain and 5% chance of rain with highs in the low 80s and lows in the mid 60s. Let me tell you, it's going to be a great tombola weekend. Finally, a weekend without rain, which never really happens. Now let's go to sports with TJ Roselle.
Thanks, Danny. The varsity baseball team traveled to Naples this past weekend to start off their preseason. On Friday, they played Boca Raton Christian. Danny Brown and Ale Torres combined for a two-hitter. Carlos Lara got the offense going with a home run and a double to lead the Wolverines to a 3-1 victory. On Saturday, they kept the ball rolling against Seacrest High School with a 12-6 victory. And offense was not a problem, as Humberto Torres hit 2 home runs and Marcus Diaz, Johnny Bardich, and Josh Salandi each hit one of their own. The Wolverines will start their regular season off at 2 p.m. on Friday at Belen, playing against LaSalle High School. Get after them, boys. The JV opened their season up on Monday with a walk-off win over University School, winning the game by a score of 2-1. On Saturday, the middle school baseball team opened up their season with a sweep of Somerset in a doubleheader, 8-3 and 7-3. Belen wins big against LaSalle, Key West, Matter, and Westwood. In the 4x800 meter race, Belen won with a time of 8 minutes and 46 seconds. In the 110 hurdles race, Belen's own Labrador won with a time of 16 seconds. In the 1600 meter race, Roa won with a time of 4 minutes and 57 seconds. In the triple jump, Bertolci led all scorers with 12.24 meters. 400 meter race, Vela won with 53.38 seconds. 300 hurdles, Labrador led the way with 45 seconds. In the 800 meter race, Souza won with a 2 minute and 11 second race. The 3200 meter race was won by Garcia with a time of 10 minutes and 51 seconds. In the 4x400 meters, Belen won with a time of 3 minutes and 54 seconds. And in pole vaulting, Aparicio won with 3.5 meters. Belen Jesuit varsity upset the Boca Raton Community High School Bobcats 10-7, giving Boca their first loss of the season. Belen came out of the gate firing on all cylinders, scoring 4 goals early in the first period and never looking back. Robert Fernandez had 3 goals, Dieter Prusing had 2 goals and an assist, Jose Toledo 2 goals, Nico Smith 1 goal, 2 assists, Mo Milton 1 goal, Roach Consuegra 1 goal. Ricky Mayo was 17 for 21 on the face-offs, and Alejandro Candela made 5 saves in net for the Wolverines. Next game is Thursday, home versus the Coral Reef Barracudas. Congratulations to our wrestling team who participated in the district tournament at Barbara Coleman in Miami Lakes. We have 6 wrestlers moving up to regionals. The results are Alejandro Castro with 113 PDs, 3rd place. Rafael Ruiz with 152 PDs, 3rd place. Damian Cuesta with 160 PDs, 3rd place. And Diego de la Vega with 170 PDs, 3rd place. Joseph Schultz with 220 PDs in 1st place, and Matthew Schultz with 285 PDs, 4th place. That's all for sports. Now back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, TJ. Well, that's all the time we have. Be sure to follow us on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook for all the latest news and pictures. I'm Stephen Calles.
And I'm Leo Bate. From all of us here at WBLN, have a wonderful day and thanks for watching.